I'm Amber Davies and welcome to Call to Stage. This is the space where musical theatre takes centre stage. From unforgettable backstage stories with incredible special guests to insights from my life and my theatre journey. We're leaving it all on the mic every single week, so let's jump in. Hi guys, welcome back to Call to Stage with me, Amber Davies, and a very good friend, old friend.
Oh, don't you dare start with mine, old.
Mr. Rob Houchen.
Hello.
Hello, you look so hot.
Oh, thanks. Gosh.
You've got
get me
highlights.
All hot under the collar. Collar.
Highlights.
Yeah.
And a tan.
Yeah. I'm giving it 90s boy band.
You are?
Yeah, I think maybe it's a midlife crisis. I'm not really sure.
Why would that not surprise me with you? Okay, I want to know, throughout your career, I always ask this first, just to get the ball rolling. Have you ever had any quirky rituals?
Do you know what? Not really rituals, but I'm kind of obsessed with like chewing gum and mints. I feel like everybody is. But if I don't have them to hand, it makes me feel on edge. Yeah. Crazy. And I used to, in Les Mis, pop them in my waistcoat pocket.
Oh, did you?
Like little airwaves. But then I'd get thrown over Valjean's shoulder and they drop into the revolve. And and then the company manager would be like, whose airwaves is this? And I was like, I can't deny it. Everyone knows it's me that has the airwaves.
Stop.
Yeah, show stop because of chewing gum. Yeah, literally.
I mean, they do say chewing gum is actually really good for you vocally because it creates saliva in your mouth, doesn't it?
Correctamundo. And it gets... I'm just going to laugh with you, I can tell. But it just clears my passages, gets like the jaw going, because I do get jaw tension, probably from all the chatting I do.
Yeah, chatting shit.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm just into it. Like, I like having one of those big old pots of airwaves. You know, there's ones with like 46 pieces in there.
At least we know your breath always smells amazing.
Not right now because I just had a coffee. But
Can we settle something? What do you think about vocal zones?
Vocal zones, let's put it under the umbrella of things that like numb your voice. There's a lot of chat about that and whether you like should do it or not. And no matter what anyone says, if you want to do it and you're scared, you're going to do it, aren't you? Really?
Yeah.
Let's be honest. And a couple of times I've been like, yeah, I'm going to try it out because I need anything that can help me right now. But it isn't the best thing for you if you can't feel what's going on. And that does scare me. Like if I sing after a night of drinking, sometimes it's a bit like, I can't really feel what's going on. And that's what scares me.
Yeah.
I can sing, but I can't feel it.
It's interesting because I was talking to Chris Marr the other day. I'd gone out for a couple of drinks on Sunday and had a Monday night show. And he said, how are you singing? And I said, the day after I drink, I can always vocally the best version of myself because I'm so relaxed.
Yeah.
Isn't that weird?
It is funny. It's just like, it's there, but it's the day after that you struggle.
It's the day after that. It needs to be a day off.
That's when hell really rains down.
I had no idea that you trained at Guildford.
Oh, well, yeah, I did. Yeah. I loved it.
I don't know why. I thought you were one of those people that hadn't trained and was just
well, it's
like
the
a Jamie
instinctive
Moscato.
acting choices, of course.
What made you want to go to Guildford?
Oh, well, actually, if I'm honest with you, it was all pretty wham, bam, because when I was 16, I went to an after school thing and I sang for the first time and people were like, oh, you can sing. And I was like, yeah, it's pretty fun. Went to an Amdram for a couple of years and the director there, she was like, you need to audition for drama schools if you want to. I was going to go to art school. I still got into art university, but I just didn't turn up. I went to drama school instead. But I went to Guildford because I went to Sylvia Young Summer School and the teacher there was like, Peter Roberts, absolute icon. He was like, you should go and check out Guildford and I'll see you there. He does this thing with his finger. I'll see you there and I'll show you around. And he showed me around and I was like, I love it here. So I auditioned for there and like Italia Conti and that was it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I was just lucky. Because back then, there was less guys doing it, if I'm honest. I'm not saying that's why I got in, but like, it definitely helped.
And when did you actually like discover that you could sing? Like what made you sing? Did you have like a...
It was
got
like
a brother
this,
or anything?
Yeah, my brother is tone deaf. My mum, I reckon she can sing, sometimes she gives a little and I'm like, something in there. It's definitely on her side of the family, but my aunt used to teach me piano and paint with me every 2 weeks. We do like a little aunt and nephew thing, and that was fun, but I just sing as a joke. And then when it came to it, it was like, this after school thing during A-levels, my friends were like, let's do musical theatre, it's on the list, you have to do something. And I was like, what about driving theory? That's useful. Nah, let's do musical theatre. So we went and we sang like Easy Street from Annie. And then they were like, sing this song. And I was like, Don't Stop Me Now. And they were like, wow, you're amazing. It's like, I felt like I was at High School Musical. And I was like, thanks, I can sing.
So it was literally just by like coincidence that
just
you
for fun.
discovered it.
Yeah, which I think is, but I did always used to, I think that's why there's an element that, I don't know, maybe you feel like I just always felt like I could do it, because there is an element of me like I was at home just singing to myself. Yeah. Listening to those little tape cassettes.
Did you know anyone around you that had like done musical theatre as a career?
Not really, no. There was a few people that were going to do it, but where I was from, it's like a small town. No one really did it. And Ross Carpenter's from there too, and Gabby Coker. Like we're from the same area, and so we all kind of, we're all the same, like similar age. They're gonna hate me for saying that because I'm a bit younger, but but like we all like came from that area and started. But they'll tell you the same. It wasn't really like that, and people didn't really go and do that much. Kerry Ellis is from not that far away. She did some stuff, and we were like, whoa, Kerry Ellis. I knew of her, and I went to see musicals because my mum loved them.
Okay,
so I'd seen them. I'd seen them. Yeah, I'd seen them, and I was gay, so. I knew musical theatre.
1 + 1.
Yeah, it's just equals in my blood.
Absolutely. Okay, let's talk about Titanique.
Mm-hmm.
So you in the original cast of Titanique in London, playing Jack.
Yeah.
Had you seen it on Broadway?
Yes.
Did you love it?
I loved it. I saw it on Broadway, well, off Broadway, because Ty, the director, took me to see it because I was in the running for it, and I was in New York with my mom, and I said to him, like, is there a chance we can come see it? So he took me and my mom and Emma Kingston, who's now Elphaba, and we all went to see it together, and I was like, I really hope I get it. It would have been a bummer if I didn't, because after seeing it, I was like, oh, this has got me written all over it.
Yeah.
Just silly, like joyous, celebrating being silly and funny. Like I don't get to do comedy that much at all. So I was like, yes, please. So I was very glad when that came through.
So that came through. What was the audition process like for it? Was it quite quick?
Yeah, it was. It was random. There was a tape. I found it the other day. Do you ever find your old tapes?
No, I delete them immediately.
Do you?
Yeah. Oh, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, but I've reused old singing ones. Yeah, if they're good, like I'm like, they just want to hear me sing, right? And I was like, this is a good one. But yeah, I delete most of them. Yeah, don't get me wrong. But
reusing tapes. That's a great tip.
Well, I was just I don't know. Sometimes they ask you like, just want to hear you sing a snippet of whatever, and I'm like a pop song, and I'll be like, oh, I've already got that from when I did blah blah blah. But yeah, this was like just a little tape, little clip of one of the scenes, one of the songs, and then we went in. And then I had another tape, and then I went in. And
because they're an American team.
Yeah, so it was like a one-day in-person thing, and then after that I was waiting for ages. Don't you just hate that?
Oh.
I was like, and then the director video called me when I was on a flight. I was in midair, and I was like, we can't do this, you're not allowed. But to tell me that, like, he's like, I didn't tell you this, but I think it's gonna go your way. And I was like, get it. So the rest of the flight I was like, I'll have a Somnium bunk, please.
Yeah, I'm chilling.
I'm chilling, I'm booked.
Right, the cast as a whole.
Oh, just the best.
Yeah, it really was quite a special cast. I saw Press Night. I loved it. It's literally like that type of musical is for me though. Like I am the audience for Titanique.
Yeah. You need to be in one like that.
I know.
You could be Rose.
I didn't even get called in for Rose.
What is the world playing at?
I know. I was like, okay then.
Yeah, well,
right, then.
You'd be great. It was just great. Leighton, Jordan, Lauren, Kat, Stephen, everyone.
You three had a lot of dressing room fun, didn't you? Like, I was going to say, what was your pre-show ritual? Making videos for
the Witches of the West End. We'd be like, they'd knock on the door and we'd be like, come into the coven. We welcome you into the coven. And it had a vibe. Leighton had that, humidifier on. He had the sense going on. He said no eating in the dressing room, no stinky foods. And you know what? We said, okay, we hear you. And we listen and we do. And yeah, and it actually made a difference, you know, stuff like that. You don't want it smelling like stinky harissa chicken, do you?
Yeah.
And no, we just had a laugh all the time, and it's like a dungeon theatre. There's no like daylight going on in there.
I've never been back there.
Yeah, it's
giving Savoy.
It's giving down, deeper and down into the depths.
But
Hades Town.
Yeah. But it's giving. You were happy.
We had such a laugh, and it was like, it was sisters, like, and if one of us did something, it'd be like, doesn't stop it, like mom, mother, and Leighton would be like, stop it, boys.
I love that dynamic.
But yeah, and Leighton's obviously great at socials, and we do some fun TikToks, and you know, it gets you through, doesn't it? Stuff like that.
Yeah, it does. Did you consider staying?
I did for a bit, and then I thought, it's the same as when I was in Les Mis. It was but it was different because it was a long time I was in Les Mis. But I have this thing where I don't want to leave wanting to leave. I don't want to leave like scratching the walls down. And I felt like another 6 months would mean I was kind of like, oh, I want to move on. I'm itching to go.
Yeah.
And I don't want that. I want to leave like kind of like almost wanting like.
Want to miss it.
Yeah. And like tie it up in a bow. And so yeah, I was like, I think it's going to make me happy. And when I knew who else was leaving, I was like, we can all go together and it'll be a nice like adieu. So it was definitely the right decision. And we had such a lovely last night. And yeah, I do miss it. I miss the people. And I miss just like the audiences are so good.
I know.
Yeah.
Have you been back to see it?
Yeah.
You have?
Yeah. I went to their gala night.
Oh my gosh, did you love it?
Yeah, I was like, I want to go like soon. So I'm still like feeling it, and I'm still like attached to it in a way. And and it was so good. I kept being like, hello with my harmonies. And I was like, shut up, you loser. What the hell?
And Luke Bayer took over Jack from you.
Oh, he's so great.
Yeah.
He was making me howl.
Was he?
Yeah, it's just so nice because you can bring your own thing to that role, and everyone brought their own thing. And and the whole, like the new cast were just so different, but also worked so well. It was really well cast.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
Do you think there's like, it will exist in London for?
It's a good question. I don't know. It's weird. I'm like, surely we've rinsed all the gays in London now, or maybe like
there's always
people
another gay to use.
They've always newborn gays. Born again gays.
Just like Erdang, you know, they pop out of there every year.
I mean, like, I think that it's gonna survive for a while. It's weird because summer is hard for musical theatre. You know, like no one wants to go to the theatre in the summer. They want to go out and get lit and go in the sun, and then, you know, so I think that it dips then. But I think when it comes to like Christmas time and when the peak season starts again, like it's just an endlessly fun show. Everybody wants to see it.
And finally, on Titanique, you guys had like loads of big people coming to watch.
Yeah.
Like, was there ever a moment that, like, was anyone in the audience and you thought, oh my God, that person's in the audience now?
You know what? I was away when RuPaul came. I was away. I know. But also, But I was like, RuPaul ain't going to be bothered about me. He's going to be bothered about like Leighton. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I would have wanted to be there to see his face when Leighton was like, you know what I mean? Good luck. And I wanted to be there for that because apparently he went, good luck. And then Ru was like, and don't fuck it up. And the audience would have been like, yes.
Oh my gosh. I wonder how Leighton was feeling.
I know. I think he was like just buzzing about it, excited. But, yeah, so that was funny, but we had like Joan Collins came. That was great. And like Ian McKellen's a good friend of mine, and I got him to come, and that was great. Like,
who can say Ian McKellen's a good friend of mine?
Well, he's just the sweetest man. And I was like, you know, he works via email, so I was literally like, hello, do you want to come and see it? How are you
friends with Ian McKellen?
Through other friends. I was at his New Year's party a couple of years ago, and he made me sing Winner Takes It All. I mean, I was drunk, but he made me sing Winner Takes It All in front of everyone sitting down on the carpet. It was like 50 people, and I was like, the gods may rule the night. It was like literally like, what am I doing with my life?
Did you wake up the next day thinking that happened?
Yeah, I was like, let's just watch back and see how much I was ruining my voice.
2013, Les Mis debut.
God, yeah.
As Marius. Was this your first job?
I had one job being one of the 12 tenors going around Germany, and that's when I got the call to go and for Les Mis. They were auditioning when I was at college, but they didn't want to see me. And then I think my like Eddie Redmayne hair convinced them to call me the next year. But that was a job. It was like it wasn't a musical though.
Okay.
It was just a singing job like around different venues. So yeah, this is my first musical, yeah.
Okay, so this is your West End debut
Yeah.
as Marius. How old are you?
I don't want to talk about it. No, I'm joking. How old was I? 22? Yeah.
Wow. And your first gig was Marius?
Yeah, it's a lot. But they're even younger now.
Are they?
I swear. I don't know, like, I swear they've gone younger than that.
You were the first Marius I ever saw.
Listen.
And I've got to say, the best Marius I've ever seen.
You have to say that. I'm right here.
No. I'd say, okay, you were second or third if I genuinely thought
Yeah,
that.
you actually would, to be fair. Yeah.
But it's so weird because I feel like you will always be everyone's Marius. Do you get that? Do you feel that? You are the Marius.
I was very lucky because then I got to do the concert and then that became kind of iconic. The concert thing that we did.
In 2019.
Yeah, the one where like it went out to the cinema and my sister was watching it at home like in the cinema and she was like, and it was like a 30-second delay. So if you did anything wrong, it was like millions of people saw you. You know that temptation just to go like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like
intrusive thoughts.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that kind of helped, I think. And being there for the 30th and stuff, I was just lucky, like right place, right time, did the job well. And therefore, like, and when Cameron likes you, it's great because like he'll hire you, he's good and loyal like that. And I just got to do, some big events with it and make
big
my
monumental
mark.
moments.
Yeah,
Like,
so I do think it has a special place in my heart. And I hope that me playing that role is kind of like up there for people when they think about the show.
Yeah, because you did it with my sister, didn't you?
I did.
That's how I initially met Rob.
Why do you say it like that? Because
I feel like when I first got introduced to you, it was in the Century Club.
Probably one of the clubs.
One of the clubs.
There or Freedom. Or there before Freedom. We probably all went there together.
Well, I actually think Rob is on equal measures to me when it comes to of loved for Freedom.
Yeah, it's funny because I did go through a dip and I thought, what am I doing here? And then now I feel like, because how old are you?
28.
Whew, just have a little exhale there. I feel like maybe you, I don't know, but you're ahead of your time with it because I feel like you go through and into your 30s like, actually, it's fun. Own it. Live it. Yeah.
Freedom's the best. It's like the gay club in London that's dedicated to us.
Well, we're welcomed there with open arms.
Yeah.
And you always see your mates, don't you?
Yeah, you always bump into loads of people you know.
I remember back in the day, on a Saturday night, we'd all have the same schedule. So on a Saturday night, you'd go out and everyone was there. Now people have got like Monday matinee, Tuesday, Wednesday, like Sundays off. Bloody like 2 on a Sunday. That's what we were doing at Titanique. 2 Saturday, 2 Sunday. So on our Sunday night, I'd go out. I'm like, who am I going to see? I'm never going to see my friends again.
I know.
But like, Freedom, you just know. If you go, there'll be someone there.
If you go, you know. Can I ask, who's been your favourite? Who was, whilst you were at Les Mis, who was your favourite Javert and who was your favourite Valjean?
Oh, God.
And Cosette and Eponine. Sorry. I just want to know now for my...
Okay, listen. Well, for a start, Carrie's the Eponine for me because she was there the day I started to the day I finished. Exactly the same, like 2 years and 8 months.
Okay.
We started and we like measured it out and we were like, we're going to leave together, okay? And we had this whole like emotional night. And Peter Lockyer, who was up there as one of my favourite Valjeans, he was our Valjean at the time, an American guy, and he used to be a Marius. He was a Marius on Broadway for like years through his like studies. Yeah, it was wild. And so it was kind of nice. I had that with him, like that rapport. Brad was my Andras for like, it was funny. I stayed on partly because Bradley Jaden was going to be Andras, so we got to have that, and then he went and did the concert with me. So like we have that bond. But Anton Zetterholm started it with me, and he was, I don't know, there's so many.
Okay.
Cosette. You know what's funny is like I loved going out with your sister, not just saying it, because we were so silly and we had to try not to laugh so hard. Like all my Cosettes, like Charlotte Kennedy and Samantha Dorsey, like we all had this thing where when you go in to do that hand thing, if you've got the giggles, me and Emily Fleming at it worst. We once had to be like, I'm going to look at your forehead because I can't not laugh. After, and you were like, like just laughing. But Valjean, I can't decide. Geronimo Rauch I started with, and he's amazing. Alfie's amazing. John Owen Jones. They're all just different. That's what you like.
Did you do it with John Owen Jones?
Yeah, he would go on in the concert. It was him and Alfie shared it. And John has that like big voice.
Well, John's on the recording.
Yeah.
So like...
He's epic.
Yeah. Like, when I think of Valjean, like, that's the voice I hear.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
It soars.
Yeah. Well,
Don't tell him that, though.
I won't. I'll be seeing him later. Would you ever go back?
To play something else, yeah. Everybody is like, why don't you go and play Marius in the arena tour? And I'm like, darling, have you seen these eye wrinkles? When they called me in to do the concert, I went, you know I'm too old, right? But yes, I'll do it. But I don't know, you know.
You back with Jade?
Oh my God, that would be so Sharky, I call her. Me and Sharky together on the town. God help them all.
Eugenius.
Yes.
Other Palace.
Loved that job.
Did you?
Mm.
I actually never saw that, but I heard so much about it. It was one of those jobs where I actually never saw it, but there was a lot of chat about it.
Yeah, I feel like it had a massive following. The last night there was mad. It was like everybody knew all the moves, and like it has I think it should it did come back for a bit, the Turbine, but I think it should come back again. It's the songs are great.
Are
Ben
they?
Adams wrote them, which I always knew him from his pop career, so I was like, oh my God, it's Ben Adams. And the songs are banging, and I got a chance. Thing is, the reason I like that show is because I got a chance to show pop in my voice, whereas after I did Les Mis, everyone wouldn't see me for anything because they were like, all you sing is Les Mis, like all you do is like legit singing. And I was like, I swear I can do it. I can sing pop. And then I finally got 2 in that job, and they were like, oh, you can. And you put it on your CV. You sometimes just have to paint a picture for people and show them.
Yeah,
look.
here you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they finally like, oh. Yeah. But
people do pigeonhole, don't they?
Yeah.
It's like it's difficult to get out of.
Yeah. But it's like, that's the singing in that show is wild for me.
It?
I was belting my eyeballs out, and I didn't drink at all, which for me is
amazing. It's an achievement.
And I was just like, really, my voice was in
good shape.
Good shape.
What would you say has been the hardest thing of your career so far?
Singing that was pretty hard, actually. Yeah, singing that. I think. But then when I got into it, it is mad. It's a muscle, isn't it? Like, it just stretches and goes in a certain way. And then
once you can sing it, I feel like you can sing it.
Yeah. And then you're like, try and sing something else. And you're like, ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, that was probably the hardest thing I've ever had to do.
Next, The Light in the Piazza.
Yeah.
You did this in LA as well.
Mm.
Wow. You did it with Dove Cameron.
I know. I love her.
And she's just like a doll, isn't she, to look at?
Yeah, she's amazing. She's like, she's just this little, we used to call each other like aliens. She's like this little alien, like gorgeous alien. Yeah, we did it at Royal Festival Hall for like 20 something shows.
Yeah.
Then we went to
LA
and then Chicago. But I was doing the Les Mis concert, so I had to get out of it. And I said to Cameron, I was like, I need 10 days off. And he was like, no. And I was like, please. I was like, I'm going to cry. Do you know what I mean? Like, please, I want to do this so bad. It's such a good opportunity. And I remember I always call this my Ariana Grande moment, because I just imagine like this is what being a pop star is like. I managed to get 10 days off like on the dot, like just 10 days. So I finished the Les Mis concert one night and I had all my bags and I left. I actually think it was, I don't know when it was. Anyway, I left. I got my car to the airport. I flew. I got to LA. I went through customs and I went straight to the theatre and they were teching, and I walked in and took over and put my mic on and did the tech. And then we opened and I did the show and we did 10 days. And then on the final show, I think like Kristin, Chenoweth and that were there, and they were like, I was like, hi, nice to meet you, gotta go, bye. Got in a car, went to the airport, flew back to the UK, got out, went straight to the theatre and did Les Mis. Yeah. Went straight on stage to do the Les Mis concert. And I was like, oh
my gosh.
Because I was like, if that's what I have to do, I will do it. And that you do. Like,
yeah.
And I'm like,
it's temporary.
Yeah. And then the next day I was like, where am I?
I am off. I'm sick. I've burnt the candles at both ends.
Literally. I'm like,
I don't
know if I'm Italian or I'm in France. I don't know. Help.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, but I love that because I'm like, you can do it.
Yeah, of course. You can do anything if you put your mind to it.
Yeah.
Would you like to go and work over in America?
Yeah. I do.
I can see it for you.
It's on my bucket list. Do you want to? Sorry, I know this is you interviewing me.
Yeah, I do. The thing is with me is I'm very happy doing what I do.
Yeah.
I love the 8 show week in the UK, but because I get the thrill from the live audience, do you know what I mean? As long as I'm loving the job I'm doing.
So it's not like where it is. You're like, no, okay.
I mean, would I like to say
Yeah.
I've ticked off Broadway? Yes, probably. But it's not like I'm depressed if I don't make it there.
Yeah, for sure. It's not like that's like a goal for you that you're like, I want to do it, yeah, because I have friends there. I'd love to like live there and be with them and just, I've always, you know, ever since I started doing this, I've loved the idea of it, and I love New York. Right now, maybe not so much, but like,
exactly.
I
have you got US representation?
I do, yes, as of recently, but I don't have a green card, so I'd have to get that sorted, and that takes about a year or so. Okay, so maybe by then the country would have cleared up a bit. And
can your US, because I'm speaking to a couple of people about this now, they have US representation, but they don't have a green card.
Yeah,
which means legally Rob can't go out to America to work.
Yeah, any sponsors out there, just let me know. Just like give me a call.
Are they putting you up for anything if you haven't got your green card yet?
Yeah, I think they can, because if there's a rare occurrence where someone want you so bad that they're like, oh my god, yeah, we'll sort it, we'll sort everything, the paperwork, and we'll fast track it all, which would be great. But also there's like the idea of maybe if it's a little time you can get a visa instead of a green card, which comes around quicker. But yeah, it's a tough one. They can't put you up for a lot of stuff unless you're like ready to work.
Yeah. So that means you'd have to get your green card yourself.
Yeah, which costs the doll.
I'm with you, girl. A couple of other things. We have 5 minutes left, and then I'm going to be asking Rob some of your Patreon questions, which are so fun and a bit controversial. And trust me, you'll want to listen to this Patreon episode because
other questions.
Yeah, okay. I just know you'll answer them. With your chest.
Yeah, sure.
City of Angels at the Garrick. Describe that experience in a sentence.
Unfortunate.
Why?
Because we did 9 shows and then COVID closed it.
Oh, crap. I didn't know that.
But there was a silver lining because I had to be painted grey in a jockstrap every day.
Have you got a picture of that?
Show you later. I would be on like this. My character was double. Like I was double playing, so I like played this other character and he died, and then I laid on this mortician's table thing, like in my little dance belt, painted grey, and I had to like play the castanets. I can't even say it. And I was like, every time I was like, I can't believe I'm painted grey for this literal 3-minute scene, and then shower in the interval, and I was like, ugh, like always complaining about it. Ugh. And then when we got cancelled, I was like. Yeah, I was like, paint me grey every day. No, it was amazing. Vanessa Williams, who I'm still good friends with in Devil Wears Prada, killing it over there. Yeah. Nicola Roberts, who's about to go into Hades Town.
I know.
Very cool. Theo James, don't know if anyone knows who he is anymore. White Lotus, never heard of it. Yeah, mad. Hattie Fraser, Rosalie Craig, just the best cast.
Stacked.
Like it was top notch, and it was going to be so well received. I knew it because it had been at the Donmar and I'd seen it there, and I was like, I'm so excited to be in this. And then it was like womp womp. But
would it ever come back, do you think?
We talked about it for ages. We had all these COVID Zooms, but it's just a lot of money, I think, for someone to produce it, and to get that kind of cast, probably not. But Vanessa's here. I'm like, Nicola's here. I say we should.
And if
they cast someone else instead of me, there's going to be hell to pay.
Stephen Sondheim's old friends. Enjoy?
Yeah, I had a good time. Why are you looking at me like that?
Yeah,
I did. It's just very random. It was very like, the whole process was so random. Like putting together like random songs by him, like in a concert. And like, it was all very like, I don't know what's happening. And all of a sudden it's a one-night extravaganza and you're doing it and it's done. And then they did it again, but I didn't. And I look back on it like, what actually happened?
Yeah. One of those ones. Boom.
I was in the trucks that move on for Les Mis, and because that's where it was. And I was in the trucks and looking down through it at Judi Dench singing Sending the Clowns before we came on for the Sweeney Todd moment. And I was like, this makes it worth it.
Yeah, that moment.
And I got to meet her
there.
and stuff. So I was like, I'm here for that. Yeah.
Wow. And then South Pacific.
Yeah.
Manchester, London, and tour.
Yeah, we did it in Chichester, then we did it in Sadler's Wells, and then we went on a UK tour.
Is that the only tour you've done?
Yes.
Would you ever do another one?
Pass. No, listen, I've got nothing against touring. It's about the amount of, like, we would do, you get in on the Tuesday and do a show, and then double Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, double Saturday, and then like travel, like it's a lot. Week venues are a lot. Yeah.
You sign your life away for the year. So I always feel like the role has to be good enough.
Yeah. And going to the venues is cool though. Good venues is cool.
Yeah.
But you
want
like a few weeks in each places, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you want to sit down for a bit.
Yeah.
Would you consider doing another tour then if it was a long
If it's the right role.
Right role.
And the right money, then yeah.
Okay. That's really lovely to know. Well, guys, thank you ever so much for listening.
Thank you so much.
You've been amazing. And if you're a Patreon listener, keep listening. Bye.
Bye.